I don't know where the big camera is, so it's going to be a G7X moment, but then most vloggers vlog on this camera, so I need to let go of this idea that I have to vlog on a big camera every time. Oh, it's not the best setup, is it? You can't even see my face. There we go. We're back. We're back from Brussels. I look very tired. If I'm being totally honest, I feel so exhausted. I am not young anymore. I mean, I am young, but I just can't do it like I used to do it. We stayed out so late on Saturday night. I have not, my body has not been awake at that time of day, apart from waking up in the morning to get out of bed, in years. We were out until 4 AM celebrating Sophie and Benjamin's engagement, and it was so fun because we went to this lovely bar and we had the best time, met their friends in Brussels. Sorry, I'm touching my hair so much because it's bothering me. And then we went to this little club around the corner, which kind of reminded me of the club that we used to go to at university. I call it a club, but it was essentially just this sort of underground, like, little dance floor. And it had that vibe, and it's really small, but we just danced the night away, and we were just giggling, and we had the best time. And when we came home, because the music there was very, like, cool, like, everyone there was very hip and cool, and they were just playing, like, electro. It's not necessarily the sort of music that I'm used to in a club. I'm used to some pop, some house, maybe some drum and bass. So when we got home, we had our own little dance party and listened to, I think we listened to Mr. Brightside and Rihanna, and we were dancing around their living room, and it was very fun. Reminded me of when we lived together at uni. I always have so much fun with Sophie. And yeah, we had such a lovely weekend, and it was very sad to go home. So we travelled back on Sunday. We got the Eurostar back and then stayed over in London. And Alex went out to dinner with his brother and his dad because his brother lives in London, his dad is in Surrey. So I was way too exhausted, like I felt ill. Obviously, I think, yeah, it was a hangover, but it's not like we drank like crazy or anything. It was, it's just too much, and I knew that if I went out for dinner, I would struggle this week. So I also thought it'd just be nice for Alex just to be with his family by himself, because he doesn't really get to do that very often. So he had a lovely dinner out. I stayed in the room, watched reality TV, had a takeaway, and fell asleep. And then woke up like, where's Alex? And rang him, and he was on his way home. And then yesterday we got a train back, and it felt like the longest train journey from London I've ever been on. Sometimes that happens, which does show you the power of your mind, because I get that train to London a lot, and yesterday just felt like it was an eternity, and I think it's just because I was so tired. But we came home, got Roxy from my parents, and yeah, we made some Thai green curry and had a meal and got into bed and passed out, to be honest. I'm just so exhausted, and you can see it in my face. You can see how puffy my eyes are. I just don't look fresh. I look tired. And we have a very, very, very busy month coming up. We've got more travel. We have VLOGMAS. We've got a giveaway for VLOGMAS. Obviously, you're watching VLOGMAS. We've got to edit lots of videos. We've got brand work projects that are very exciting. But it means that we do have a lot on our plate. So today is one of those days that I need to sit down with Alex and go through everything, because then I won't feel overwhelmed. And previous me would have felt very overwhelmed if I'd come home like this and I had this much work. But I do have a better system now. A lot of it is down to that planner from Grace Beverley. Honestly, it has changed my life a little bit. I also just think I'm just in a more calm space in my head. But I'm able to plan better now, and I've got a better system online with Google. That means that I know what's going on, so it feels like there's a lot to do, but I know that I can handle it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and just very quickly sort of write a list of what it is that we need to do, like just kind of plan my day a little bit in the planner. And then when Alex is up, he's still sleeping. What time is it? He's not sleeping, he's awake, but it's like 9 o'clock, and I think that he's just kind of like we've travelled like a long way. So he's having a rest, and I said that at 11 we'll go through everything so we know what we're tackling. And then I really want to organise today. I know lots of you said that you want to see more organisational decluttering videos. I probably will do another one this December because I really want to do the kitchen. I know that today is not that day because that would just be creating a new problem when I have other things to be dealing with today. But I'm definitely going to be tidying and organising and cleaning because look, like there's a box of stuff on the floor that was delivered before we left, stuff all over the table from coming home. I need to unpack. I need to sort out, there's a big pile of Christmas decorations in the hallway because we've got it all out of the attic, and the Christmas decorations upstairs we need to put back up. So we need to like sort out the stuff in the hallway and put it kind of back up in the attic, whatever it is we aren't using. And just, yeah, get on top of everything, get organised and sort our lives out post-travel because it's going to be a big few weeks. But what's getting me through is 2 weeks off at Christmas. We'll see if that happens because I said, yes, we'll have 2 weeks off and I blocked it out. And now there's work coming in that's maybe saying that that won't happen. I think first of all, I'm gonna go get my notepad and write some things down. And I want to wait for Alex to do it properly though, because we need to go through things together. But I'm gonna write like what it is in my brain right now. And then I'll start tidying. And then when he's up and awake, because he was doing lots of stuff last night, so he's more tired than I am. He was sorting and tidying up in here and hello. This one needs a W-A-L-K, but I think that we're gonna have to do that later on, little one. Not just now, not just now. She really missed us. She really missed us, didn't you? Good girl. We have some unpacking to do. I found the right camera. This almost looks like it's a matching set. It is not. But you know what? All those expensive sweatpants sets, guess where this stuff is from? I'll tell you. This is from Trago Mills, which if you live in the UK, oh sorry, if you live in Cornwall, Trago Mills is famous. These were in the men's section. I got them a couple years ago. I think it's, yeah, when we first moved back to Cornwall. So it was 2018, 19? I always forget. I got these in the men's section. Really recommend doing this. If you're on a budget, right? Because a lot of people are on a budget right now. Go to like a clearance shop or a local shop that sells like basics. Trago Mills is a shop that just sells everything, essentially. You go there for tools, for stuff if you're renovating, for clothes, for presents, for gardening. It's just like one of those places that does everything. Go to one of these places, go to the men's section, and buy a pair of sweatpants, jogging bottoms, whatever you want to call them, in the biggest size they sell, and you've got yourself some really lovely looking, they look really cool if you roll them up, and you probably see me wear them loads. They're not the most flattering, like they probably make my butt look horrible. But if I wear these around the house with some fluffy socks, and then this jumper is quite literally from Alex's old bedroom, because when we were going somewhere in the summer or the winter, I don't remember, and I needed a jumper because I think that, yeah, I think it was the summer, and I was like, oh, it'll be fine, I won't be cold. And it ended up being a bit cold, so I borrowed this jumper, and then I was like, well, can I just keep it? Because it's kind of great, like I love it. So I'm just wearing men's clothes, and it looks cool. And I was tempted this Black Friday to buy a set, and I didn't. Do you know what also? I was on Nobody's Child, and I was gonna buy some stuff for their Black Friday sale, which I'm assuming is over now, so I won't be going back to buy anything. And I tried to order stuff, and then it cancelled as I checked out, and it wouldn't let me buy it. So maybe that was a little note from the universe to say, Maddie, you don't need this stuff, and I probably don't. It was just some nice jumpers. We'll see if I'll give it another go later, see if it works, and if it doesn't and the sale's ended, then that's that's it. It was just a few jumpers. But yeah, I'm now just putting off unpacking because of the fact that I don't want to. This jumper that I mentioned in the other video that I got from Jam Industries, I wore the whole weekend. It is so comfortable and so soft. I'll link it below. It's all cotton rather than wool, which makes it really non-itchy, and it's like heavy, which makes you feel like, I don't know, it makes you feel like you've got a blanket on. I literally love it. So thank you so much to them for sending it to me. But yeah, I think most of this is going to go in the laundry bin because I wore the things. Oh, actually, I didn't wear my jeans, so they can go in the cupboard. Yeah, everything's pretty gross. If you are actually after a new set of sweatpants, try Pangea. Sustainably made, and I wear these all the time. You see me wear them so much. They are great, but I do think they're not quite warm enough for winter.
Like a mini one.
I've unpacked. Alex needs to unpack, but I thought I'd show you a couple of things I got in Belgium because we went to this this cute little shop called Dill and Camille, or maybe Deal and Camille.
Dilly and Camille.
Dilly and Camille. It was such a cute shop. I got myself another little woodland themed journal. I have one from Paper Chase that I journal in, but it will run out soon. And funnily enough, it's mushroom themed. So I kind of thought it'd be nice, as I'm journaling a lot more now, for my journals to have that kind of woodland theme to them, nature theme. And it's a very beautiful little journal. So that's ready for when that one finishes. This is a gift for my niece, but I'm going to show you anyway because it's adorable. So this is a music oliphant. I don't know how you pronounce it, oliphant. So it's a music elephant, and it's made from cotton, and listen. I pulled it too far and that's going to be playing in the background now. Could you take it into the room?
Copyright strike.
Copyright strike. So that's very cute. I hope she likes that. I got a Christmas decoration. Of course, they had so many beautiful Christmas decorations. I had to restrain myself, but I thought it's a lovely thing to do, and I have said this before, to try and get like a new Christmas decoration every year so that you can remember, and it's nice to do it when you're traveling. So we got a little kitten, a little ceramic kitten. So that's gonna go straight on the tree after this. Alex is switching on the Arga, thank goodness.
Attempting to.
I got a beautiful picture because I love botanical prints, and I thought this would look gorgeous in the kitchen. So we have a lemon botanical print. Oh no, there's something on the inside of it. That's gonna bother me. How do you get that out? I guess you can't. Oh well. But yeah, this I thought could go above the light fitting, so I might put that up today actually, because I did get some command hooks, which by the way are the best invention ever. Thank you so much to those of you who suggested that for the garage. I don't know if I've shown you. I'll show you that, the pictures we put up in the garage. I put off putting pictures up on the wall so often because I can't be bothered to get a drill out and, you know, try and figure out where it hangs and stuff. Command hooks just solve that problem, and you can just move them around. So this is going to go straight up on the wall. I also think at some point I want to put some pictures on here, so maybe it could go here, because this space, it does feel a bit blank sometimes, but I think it needs like a series of pictures or like a couple really small ones. So I think this would go well, I'm thinking, above the light switch. we'll try it. I'm trying to remember, there's like other things in here, but maybe I got 2 Christmas decorations. Yeah. I don't know what this one is though. Does anyone else do this? Like Alex can't understand how I forget things I've bought. Like he cannot wrap his head around it. He's like, you say this to me, you're like, when I order stuff it arrives and I'm like, I don't know what that is. And you're like, I don't understand how you don't know what it is.
Have you not been waiting for it?
Yeah, it goes from my mind. Anyone else the same? I'd be interested to hear, are you the sort of person who's like, when you buy something, you know exactly what you got, you can't wait to use it, and you can't wait for it to arrive, or do you completely just erase it from your brain? Because I'm the second one. We've got a little...
Do you normally order stuff before bed and then you...
I think that's potentially why. We've got a little dove, turtle dove, to go on the tree. I do find myself being drawn to these ceramic white things. We've got loads of polar bears. We've got a lot of white ceramic polar bears, so I thought it'd be good to have some other animals. I do also seem to be drawn to animals for the Christmas tree. No plan in that, but that just seems to be the way. I actually gave this already to my mum and dad, but we got the Pierre Marcolini chocolates. These are the pralines, not for us, because obviously they're not vegan, but I got these for my sister and I got my mum the normal ones. I know some people probably are different on that. I do tend to buy gifts, I didn't used to, but now I do tend to buy gifts that aren't vegan for my family members who aren't vegan. Just because it's difficult. Like if you're on holiday, I know that they're going to enjoy this, and I wanted to say thank you to them for looking after Roxy. And this is just a nice thing to give Charlie and Tom.
You're not buying the meat, are you?
No, it's chocolate, and I know that some people might disagree with that, but it's just something that I found over the years that what it usually ends up being is that I end up not getting them a present, which I think is not very nice. And now we've got a couple PR. The Aveda boots that didn't arrive have now arrived. And it's annoying because that was like just a couple days after I vlogged, they arrived. But I do think I still have a discount code for them, even though Black Friday is over. If you use Madeleine 15, it does get you, I think, 10% off. I'll leave it in the description and on the screen, so you can still get these with a discount. It's quite dark here, so I'm going to try and show them to you. So they are really, really lovely boots, and they've got this kind of like velvet looking material, which I thought was very, very cool. And they look so comfortable. So they're made from the same material that all the Aveda boots are made from, this kind of fabric, which is recycled plastic, and all sustainably and ethically made. I love Aveda shoes, as you know, and I have been living in my Blundstone Finisterre brown boots. I go on walks with them virtually every day because they are like wellies, but comfier. And I often want to wear them when I go out, but they're covered in mud. So I thought it's probably about time I got a smart pair. And these are black, so this is probably a bit more applicable for when I'm going out. Black tends to be more suited to the clothes I would wear if I was going out, rather than brown. Brown's kind of like more of a thing you'd wear. I wear brown a lot too, but brown does suit maybe dog walking attire better. Though I do still wear them. Like I wore them in Brussels the whole weekend. I just cleaned them up beforehand. But I'm excited to try these on, and maybe in another video I'll show you how I style them up. But they've got this, yeah, lovely velvet, and I don't have a pair of flat black boots anymore. And these look like they're going to be exceptionally comfortable. And I'm pretty sure that these are water repellent too, because I know that this material, at first I was like, well, why would you have fabric boots? Because they're just going to get wet. But they are water repellent. And I wore the other Aveda boots over the weekend, the ones that are like Ugg boots, but they aren't fur. And I wore them in the rain and they were fine. They look brand new still, so no problem. The water just kind of goes off of them. It's very clever. But I love these. They take me back. I used to have a pair like this when I was younger. They feel very like 2000s, 2010s Alexa Chung vibes. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but it is a PR package. Home Office Border Force. Oh, it's my orangutan jumper. Beasties keep wild alive. This is, oh, I want to put this on now. Look at this colour. Oh, it's the softest thing I've ever touched in my whole life. So this is from a charity. Let me read this. Animal friendly, responsibly made, a direct donation. Wildlife's future is in our hands, quite literally, as this piece of clothing was created to keep wild alive. So this is basically to support orangutans. For every purchase you make, we'll donate on your behalf. It's called care, but even kinder to act. Don't you agree? Join the herd and act with us. So I think the point is that each jumper donates to a different cause, and this goes to the orangutans. This material, oh my goodness, the inside of it. I am very, very happy about this jumper. And it's embroidered as well with the little orangutan. Look at him, he's like doing a fighter move. We have another package. Every time I open a package though, I'm like, is this for the giveaway? Because lots of stuff is for the giveaway, and I hope that's running smoothly. I know that some of the videos I would have had to like add little clips onto the end because I've been travelling and I've obviously not been able to do the giveaway and take the stuff with me. Then we have another package from Bramley. This is their refill. So they did send me some stuff recently. I really love their stuff. And this is the hand wash with lavender, geranium and petit grain essential oils. Took me a minute there to understand that word. And their stuff is natural, smells beautiful. Oh, they've given us a discount code. I don't know if this is for me or for us, but use thankyou15 for 15% off your next order. So I'll leave that below if you want to get their things. So it's, yeah, their little compostable pouch. And maybe they've sent me a glass bottle. I think they might have done, or something, because it's in all this recycled packaging. Oh, I nearly dropped it. Yes, they have. So this is a nice little bottle to reuse. So I think I'll put this in the downstairs loo or the office. One of the rooms needs this. So that's quite cool that I can order the refills, because I try a lot of different refill companies and some of the smells I don't love as much as others, but these I really, really rate. The smell of it is so, so lovely. And it's based in the UK. So this is from Wiltshire. And then Pucker, this is very cool. They have sent an advent calendar for tea. I don't know if this is still on sale though. Alex did just buy this. So he saw that I got this as a PR package, and then he got this for my mum and my sister as a gift because I think he's a sweetheart, and he thought they would like it too because they also love tea. So I think what we're going to be doing every day during Christmas is we're definitely going to be reviewing the tea that we have every day. How neat is that? So we've got like green tea, chamomile, lemongrass and ginger, turmeric, peppermint licorice, that's one of my favourites, in fact maybe is my favourite, Earl Grey, mint, ginger. So this is going to be so lovely. I'm going to literally have one every day of Christmas, of December, and try out each one. So I need to hang this up somewhere in here. I'll find somewhere to hang this up. And oh, it smells so nice. I just think that's a lovely advent calendar, something a little bit different. So I need to sort out this recycling, put everything away and tidy up this table now. Where shall I put these, Bob? I'm very sorry they didn't have a little doggy one, otherwise I would have got it. Where is there a space missing? Here. There goes one. Little kitten. Hee hee hee. And then we have to put a little turtle dove. Where's the turtle dove? See, look how crooked our Christmas tree is. We need to sort that out, Al. It's kind of funny. He can go here. We also don't have a star for the top of the tree, so we need to go to the garden centre. Because we did have one, but it's like glittery and red and it didn't actually fit. So I want to get one that I actually really like. Huh?
I feel like we need 3 people to help manoeuvre it. It's really
get
hard.
Get Tom to help on Friday.
Because I don't know, I find that, I don't know, the tree surround annoying. I don't want it.
I love it. Look at it. So cute. So cute. She is grumpy. It's because we've not taken her out this morning. Oh, I'm so evil, huh?
You didn't get a dog.
Yeah. But Bobby, Mummy and Daddy had just come back from a very, very long journey, and we're just going to take you out a little bit later, so she knows what that means. It's just going to have to be a little bit later because we've just got to get things sorted first. I'm sure other dog owners can relate that if you do not follow your strict routine, your doggy gets a little bit moody. Alex and I have had a very important meeting. Feel much more organised in my head now that everything is sorted. I'm going to show you the pictures. I feel like I did show you them. Maybe I did. Am I going mad? I'm going to show you them anyway. We decided to put this lovely one over here. I do need to clean it because it's white, it's got a few fingerprints. But this is the painting that my sister and brother-in-law bought me and Alex as a engagement gift, which is very lovely. It's the, I think it was a Christmas gift, but it's kind of an engagement gift at the same time because we obviously got married at Christmas. Is it a Christmas gift? I don't know. No, it was a joint birthday gift because we got engaged at Christmas time. That was what it was, but it's obviously an engagement gift too. But this is the chapel hill in St Ives that we got married, and I love this painting. It's so beautiful. And they also got us a painting for our wedding gift, so it's kind of a little tradition. I've just propped this one here because the string at the back came off, but I quite like it when paintings are like propped rather than hung, but we'll see how long that lasts. I worry that it's a bit long. And then we've got our lovely little birdies here. I know lots of you thought maybe they're a bit too small, but I think for the scale of the room, I actually think that they are the right size. I'm not sure if I would like them if they're any bigger. They look quite traditional being small like this, and because the room is like cozy and the ceiling is low, I think it works. And then I put this one below this lamp, and it's this vintage painting that I picked up in Shiver Me Timbers in Cornwall, which does lots of antiques. And I think that we just need one more for here, but it has to be portrait rather than landscape, and I want it to be like small, so maybe a little painting of an animal or like a still life or something, maybe another bird, something like that. And yeah, looks way better in here. Feels like it almost feels a bit more completed. This doesn't look very completed until I was lounging here. But I love it. We need to get this radiator though. Actually, that's a good point. I need to email the electrician. We need to get this actually plugged in and sorted before Christmas. And this olive tree is not looking so happy. I don't know if this is just because it does this at this time of year or if it's dying. I really hope it's not dying. It's such a beautiful day today. You can see the where we live, there's lots of fields that grow vegetables. So over here is cauliflower, pretty much everywhere around here is cauliflower. And this morning I can see the farmers and the pickers in the field up here. Yeah, loads of people picking vegetables. There's so much around here. I'm glad we live so remote. It's so lovely. And to like see where your food is actually coming from. Alex just switched the Arga on and it smells like the Arga. If any of you have one, that smell was quite comforting because it was freezing when we came home, so we turned it off before we went away. So we got it cleaned. All of the lids are nice and scrubbed, and obviously there's dust already, but that's because we hang our clothes above. But it's nice and clean now. It's good to do that every year. We just left it a bit late this time. But lovely and clean and ready. It'll warm up the house now. Makes me realise how warm the Arga makes the house. Really is impressive. So I've got to make my lunch now. So I think for lunch, we went shopping yesterday. Let me show you what we got. I love to do a quick shop before, like when you return home. We were gonna like do a shop on Sainsbury's, and I was like, let's just get some stuff quickly on the way home so that we have some stuff in our cupboards. We just nipped into M&S, which is the most expensive it's so expensive as a supermarket to go to, but I love their vegan stuff. And it's also like on the way home for us. We normally get Sainsbury's or Tesco, but we got these no chicken pieces, and then I got lots of these because I just thought it'd be convenient this week. So we've got the barbecue no chicken pieces and the piri piri ones. So I think that we're gonna have these with our lunch. And then I got lots of tofu, and I used some last night to make a Thai curry. So I think that we've got enough for dinner this evening. I just need to make some more rice. And then I picked up some of their cheese, and I had some of that yesterday with a sandwich. And I got this Nush dairy-free almond raspberry yogurt. I got some fruit because I want to make sure I'm eating healthily and I'm not just grabbing whatever. So I picked that up because I thought this will encourage me to have, if I'm hungry, I can have fruit and yogurt rather than craving and binging on foods that don't make me feel good. And I've got loads of vegetables. I've got broccoli, peppers, mushrooms, kale, carrots, and then we've got kale, lettuce, cucumber. way too much plastic, but sometimes you have to just go with what's convenient if you want to try and stick to eating well. Because we also got some of these little pouches, which I'm sure the vegan sustainable police are going to attack me for. So I got these little pouches. They're Indian inspired grains and whole grain rice, that kind of thing. Rarely buy these, and when I do, I tend to bring it up with you because I want to make the point to anyone else who has guilt around like sustainability and food and that kind of thing. I was watching Impact for Good. This is not adjusting the light at all. It usually adjusts the light so that... Nope. Oh, this kitchen in winter. Is that better? That's better. Yeah, I was watching Impact for Good. Jess, follow her on TikTok and Instagram. She's so great. Follow her. She was talking about how imperfect she is with her sustainability and the fact that she's not vegan, and there's reasons why she's not vegan, and there's reasons why she isn't perfectly sustainable. She's very open about it, and I really appreciate her approach, because I think if more people were like her, I think that more people would be living sustainable, minimalist, vegan lifestyles without those labels. Because I actually, the older I get, the more I hate those labels. I even posted that minimalism video the other day, and someone said, Maddie, I love your videos, but you're not a minimalist. And I was like, I actually don't care. I genuinely don't care. I used to care. I used to care about those labels. I used to care about minimalism, labels, vegan. I appreciate what they do. I appreciate that the vegan label helps to promote the cause. It means something, and I call myself vegan. But there are so many reasons why I also hate the label, because it means that people aren't vegan enough. People can't be good enough. I regularly every day get told that I'm not vegan because of the fact that I wear secondhand leather or whatever. The same thing goes for sustainability and minimalism. It's like you're not allowed to use the minimalist sort of approaches and lessons if you own a certain amount of clothes. Even though I actually still use minimalism and think about it, and it impacts my life daily. So I appreciate the lessons of minimalism because I think about it all the time, but I don't have the same approach to it that I used to, because I'm not in an extremist mindset anymore. And it's the same with sustainability. You could easily sit here and go like, oh yeah, you have to buy everything in bulk, you have to get everything zero waste, you have to get it organic, locally, blah, 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 blah. But you're going to alienate so many people. 99% of the population cannot do that and don't have the time for that and don't have the money for that. And it's unrealistic. And I just think we need to move on as a group and stop saying to people, you're not minimalist, you're not vegan, you're not sustainable, because it is so counterproductive. If we keep doing that all the time, we're just basically saying to people, unless you're perfect, don't bother. And how does that help? Because wouldn't it be better if someone was like, well, actually I'm flexitarian and I try and reduce my meat intake, or someone said, I actually really try to reduce the amount of plastic I use, but I do actually get a takeaway every week because I'm tired at the end of my workday. Or I'm a minimalist in the sense that I really reduce my consumption, but I still own a lot of clothes. Like, it's all of it is worth something, and all of those labels help us, but they also hinder us. And I just think we need to let go of, even in that video, the video I mentioned where someone said, oh, you're not a minimalist, I had said in the video, let's not judge people for what they do or don't own clothing wise, because it may be connected to their body image. So the reason maybe I have more clothes than maybe the next person, or I have less clothes than the next person, a lot of it is tied to my body image and the fact that I fluctuate in my weight, and sometimes I impulse purchase things because I feel crap about my body and I'm on camera. And, you know, I could sit here and list a whole host of reasons of why I own the things I own, because it makes me happy, or because I stress bought it, or because I'm not perfect, or because I particularly relate to a capsule wardrobe, or because I like colour, I like fashion, but I also like to have things organised. There's so many, I'm a multifaceted human, and I don't have to fit into this tiny little box that someone else has prescribed as the exclusive club that is minimalism. And I just think we need to let go of it. And these pouches that I'm referring to, that I have lost now, I mention it sometimes when I buy them, because I know that lots of you will sit and maybe some of you who have similar sort of anxieties around sustainability and minimalism and veganism will avoid stuff like that. Maybe it's something different, but for me, those kind of pouches and those pre-made foods, I don't buy them because I say to myself, well, you could cook some rice, so why would you buy that pouch? Which on paper, 100% agree with that, makes sense. However, practically during the week, days like today, where I have not much time in my day because I'm quite busy today with work and with filming this vlog, making it interesting, being entertaining for lots of you, you know, me and Alex trying to organise our week, making sure that we're on top of everything. I've also got to edit a lot today. Realistically, putting the expectation on me that I'm going to cook some rice, which I know sounds so simple, but sometimes your brain plays tricks on you and says you don't have time to cook rice, which 99% of the time it does, because I only ever really cook rice for dinner, which is crazy. Now I think about it, because it takes, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to cook some rice. But I quite literally would never cook fresh rice for lunch. I just don't. It just doesn't ever happen. So buying a pouch like that means that I can have a healthy lunch that will sustain me, make me feel full, make me feel happy, not trigger me because I've eaten something that I didn't want to eat. It meets like intuitive eating needs. Because sometimes if you're trying to eat intuitively, but you can't get the foods that you intuitively want to eat, you then eat something that you don't want to eat, and then you feel rubbish, and then you... Oh, it's just such a complicated thing. And I just think we need to let go of these ideas of perfection that actually trigger us or make us feel worse in our mental health. Because buying a pouch of rice sometimes is the difference between eating healthy or eating at all, or getting a good meal in when you're busy. And that is better than me ordering a takeaway. I couldn't do that anyway because I live in Cornwall. But if you're living in a city, that's better than ordering a takeaway. Or if you're trying to be vegan and you're struggling with it, but you really want to be vegan, you really want to eat plant-based, you really want to improve the amount of plants or add more plants into your diet, that might be the answer. And that is better. And I just think it's not black and white. It's so grey. There is like this much in all of these movements that's black and white, and there is this much that is grey, just like my outfit. And we need to remember that. So whenever anyone online is talking about any of these things, I just think we should be applauding them. I think we should be saying you're doing great. And maybe if they are saying, you know, where could I work on things? Or maybe they're saying something problematic. Totally, we have all right to bring that up or question it. But I just think you have to look at it on a bigger spectrum and a bigger picture, and a lot of these things are the bigger picture. And when I went to the shops, I was like, I'm going to buy these because it means this week I'm going to be nourished, I'm going to eat food, I'm going to make time for Vlogmas, for the channel, and that's the most important thing right now, not me having to cook breakfast, lunch and dinner from scratch, because I do pretty much always cook breakfast, lunch and dinner from scratch, which I know for the general public is not common. Most people don't do that. So I need to give myself a break because I'm busy, and this time of year is busy. And if I have to do that for a month out of my year where I get some convenience foods that are packaged in plastic, it's okay. And I just want to give you permission to tell yourself that it's okay, because maybe that then will give you permission to work on other things. So yeah, that was a huge ramble, but actually something I've wanted to talk about for a while, and potentially something maybe I should make an actual video about and make an essay video where I really talk about it in a concise way and get my thoughts together on it. But I want to make my channel, and I want to do this. I want to make my channel extremely inclusive, and I want to run far, far away from the exclusivity that is veganism, minimalism, sustainability. I want to literally ban exclusivity when it comes to those topics on my channel, because it is just not invited here. And if anyone is going to be that way on my channel, I'm just gonna be like, no, this is not the place for it. Anyone who's coming to my channel, you can be unsustainable, you can be not vegan, you can be a maximalist. I don't honestly care. I would rather someone watch me and they add one or two of these things into their life in a small way, and then maybe that gets them excited about something different, because everyone's little different things that they do makes a difference. You know, maybe from you watching me for years, you've stopped buying fast fashion and you've not really thought about it, because I never, ever, ever share fast fashion. And I never really share, I share a handful of clothing brands that are sustainable, or ones that I genuinely enjoy. Or maybe from watching my food videos, you're now cooking a plant-based meal every day. Like that to me is like the most incredible thing that I can do on the internet. Like, wow, like that influence would be incredible in my world. Or maybe you're buying secondhand furniture because most of my furniture is secondhand and you thought, well, that's quite cool and it's sustainable and it's cheap. Whatever the influence I've had on you doesn't really matter. If I've had a small influence to be a little bit more like that and not care about perfectionism, then it's a winner. 15 minutes, boy. The Vlogmas videos aren't going to be short. Please let me know in the comments your thoughts about this topic. I really love this kind of discussion. I think there's so much space for constructive criticism, but I think we need to spend less time online. To be honest, that's the end of the sentence. We should spend less time online and more time in real life, actually acknowledging what people do or don't do and help them in that way. And yeah, less time criticising people online, more time reflecting on what you can do personally. And let me know your thoughts on this topic, how you feel about it, because I imagine lots of you feel similar. And we don't want to alienate, we want to include. Anyway, lunchtime. Lunch is served. I have got the Plant Kitchen barbecue chicken pieces. A piece of the Plant Kitchen cheese, tomato, cucumber, the salad from M&S, which is quite cool because it's got, is it beetroot or is it, no, it's cabbage. Red chard. I put a bit of harissa on the base for some extra spice, and Alex has basically the exact same but in a sandwich instead. So yeah, yummy, perfect little lunch. Everywhere is now nice and tidy, as you can see. I'm just now trying to figure out whether it would look best above this little light switch here. I do think that looks nice. Or above here, because the wood kind of works. Or I could swap it with this one, and this one could be hung up above here. Or above here, and then this one could go on the shelf. Oh, I think I prefer, oh, I don't know. It does look cool here, doesn't it? Above the light switch for me. So this is, please, Alex.
What's the opposite?
No!
Lemon's gonna go at the top.
Stop. So there.
Yes.
Lower. Yeah. Or above here.
I don't really want to be. That's actually quite nice. Ooh.
Oh, now I'm looking at it from here. That looks better. Yeah. Do you know what's really funny?
That's much easier to pop a nail into.
No, I can't find the command hooks. You know how I bought all those command hooks?
Oh, is that where you are?
Do you know where they are? They were in that bag, an Amazon bag. I think
Amazon bag?
Well, you know how they come in those pouches? I found this Amazon pouch.
Yeah.
And it was on the side. We'll find it. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say goodnight. We're going to my sister's house and the boys watching the football, and hopefully I'm going to cuddle my niece so she may be in bed. She may be in bed. I just brushed my hair. I left it to dry naturally with no product at the hotel. And this is the thing, if you have wavy hair, you can make your hair go curly, but you can also make it go straight. At least my hair you can. Because this is just brushed out like natural waves. To be fair, if I was to sleep on it, it probably would go back a bit curlier by tomorrow. But anyway, that's not... Why am I so bloody... I talk about so much crap.
Come on, England!
This is because I'm looking at this viewfinder. If I wasn't looking at this viewfinder like that kind viewer told me not to, I wouldn't be looking at my hair. Because I'm looking at it and going, oh my gosh, my hair looks so frizzy and horrible. But we're going to go and enjoy an evening of relaxation. And I'll see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas. I forgot to film the giveaway. So today's giveaway is Bare Minerals. We have a beautiful eyeshadow kit. I really want this. It's so lovely. So this is their Cozy Chalet eyeshadow palette, very festive for the festive season. And Bare Minerals Warmest Wishes Warmth Face, Eye and Lip Trio, which also looks just great. And I feel like this is going to be really good for lots of different skin tones, hopefully. So this is what is up for grabs. I love Bare Minerals. It's pretty much the majority of my makeup routine. You've probably seen that before. I absolutely love everything they create. And I love everything that they make because it's very natural. You can't go wrong. And I just feel like, yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow palette. Look at those colours. You could just create everything with that. And we've got an Aveda Essentials. So it's their Strengthening Essentials kit. So this is their Aveda times Philip Lim. And in here, we have products that I've used loads and loads. I love, the smell is so familiar because I've used them for years. So they've got their Strengthening Shampoo, their Strengthening Conditioner, and their Strengthening Leave-In Treatment, which I literally put in my hair today. I also go to an Aveda salon where I get my hair done. So I have my hair coloured with Aveda hair products because it's very natural, and the salon that I go to uses all Aveda products. So I have Aveda, that Strengthening Leave-In, and an Aveda blow dry serum in my hair right now because I love everything that they do. And I actually didn't have time to style my hair today, so I have wavy frizzy hair, and this is it from just blow drying it with no styling. I actually can't get over that because my hair usually would look like Hermione, but look how smooth it's gone from using their products. I love their stuff. So two of my favorite brands to win today. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. So all you have to do to enter is subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below saying why you want to win the giveaway. And also as a bonus entry, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and share this video. So good luck, and make sure you watch out for scammers because there will be them. I'm the only person who will contact you, and don't give anyone your bank details. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in my next one.